Hello everybody and welcome to another stream. This is Sora Plays OpenRCT2. Alright, now last time we tried doing a scenario here, and I say it was okay, but a lot of these scenarios that take 3 years to complete make for a fairly long stream, and I'm trying to keep this about 2 hours if I can. So instead, what we're going to do, instead of scenarios, is we're just going to work on one park. Just make a large park with no limits, and we're just going to go from there. Now, again, if anybody wants to see more scenario play, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. But for now, we're just going to leave this as is, because we're just going to use the cheat menu to choose rides later as we need them. And so, we don't want that now. We want to go to landscape editor. We're just going to make the map as big as possible. Alright, that shall work. Let's scroll to the edge. We want the park entrance sort of centered here. Put that down. And then a path leading to it. The edge of the map. And we want our guests to spawn right there. Ooh, let's try this. Custom landscape. Random terrain. Let's make it the large size. Let's see if this gives us anything better to work with. Okay, we need to let's see. Yeah, it looks horrible. Is it really generating random terrain, or here's all grass? Ooh, snow. I think we will have snow areas in the park, but let's just start from here, and we can always edit later. Also, can we get water involved? Oh, come on. So I want water a little closer to the park entrance. So let's just stick with grass. There we go. That's got too much water in it. Let's see. nice to get some water in the middle of the map. Huh. Oh, come on, give me a good one. Where are we gonna be? You know, this one's not too bad. It's got a fair amount of water in it. And a lot of land up this way. I feel like we can work with that. Oh, yeah, we gotta set some land. Oh, where's the starting point? I'd rather it be... yeah, right about here is fine. So again, we're just gonna put entrance down. Let's clear away some of the trees in the vicinity of the entrance. And to start, we're just going to pick a little bit of land here so that we own something. But what we're going to end up doing is just using the cheat tool to own all the land anyway. We're just going to build this out. There. A lovely little park. In the invention list, again, we're just going to leave this. We'll add stuff as we want it. We're just going to turn money off. Say, just leave it. And objective, just have fun. Profile. Just call it Sora's World. And I believe it's just under Other. Yeah, here we go. Alright, first things. We are going to own all the land. And see what we got to build with. Probably not much because we didn't set up the list. Anyway. We're just gonna do that for now. Oh, I need to go the other way with that. Mentions. Yeah, at the start of the game. Imagine a scenario where you start with absolutely nothing and have to research it from scratch. Yeah, anyway. Who told you we were open? Get out. Alright. First, let's survey the land. I've got a little bit of an idea of what I want to start with, but not too much. So let's clear away some scenery here. It's immediately going to start raining. Alright. I like this little plot of land right here. What we're going to do is just start off simple with a little merry-go-round. We're going to bring it up. Spin around so that Entrance is that way. And let's see, let's not clear the scenery, let's bring up the land beneath it. What's that? A 3. And go out. I want to bring the whole thing up. And then go out. One more, half step up. What's this gonna do? That's the mountain tool. Is it not gonna do? There we go. Let's do it that way then. And there we go. These corners look a little weird, but we'll roll with that. Now, we go all the way down and up. Make a little bridge. So let's just go down for now and actually connect to the entrance here. We'll worry about this walkway next. Make it like the main grand course. Alright, yeah. Open it. Come on in. One ride. Just for you. And listen to that sweet organ music. I suppose, though, you might actually want on the ride, don't ya? Okay, let's come around with this. Actually, let's go down and around the slope. Alright. We'll come back to work on this. I have a feeling we should deck this path out a little bit with shops and stalls. People come around. Start with these decorative trees. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I would just stick with that. 2 in between. Maybe we should have just picked the wet and dry weather. Is there a way we can change that? I know we can fix the current weather. Yeah. We'll leave it. I do like the occasional thunderstorm. Let's just continue with these trees a little bit more. I'll lead up to the merry-go-round. Place some more trees. Okay, I know what I've been doing. I've got them over too far. Yeah. Come on, right click. Oops. I want that there. Alright. always like to put path all the way around information kiosk since they can enter from any side. And from here, we're gonna come out, make a box, and it's gonna be a little oblong, but we have a slope right there. We're gonna put our first concessions down. Ooh, right here. I can bring up scenario options. Let's just change the weather right now. And if it's not already, let's begin saving so we don't lose progress if the game happens to want to crash for whatever reason. Alright. So what do we want? Ooh. Oh. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Anyway, what kind of food and drinks do we want? What even is that? Beef noodles and lemonade? Yeah, let's just stick with the regular ones here. Gotta have candied apples. Since we're going to free, let's just get rid of that so we have extra room. I know there is an experimental version, I think it is still, that removes all these limits, but I haven't yet seen it, so maybe if somebody can help me find that version, we'll go with that instead. But for now, we are semi-limited on what we can select here. 'Cause, yeah, this is the same for everything, so we're just going to stay away from a lot of this stuff that came about in the expansions. We're just going to stick with chicken, fries, yeah, fries, ice cream. Well, there's two different fries. We'll go with that one. Funnel cakes. Gotta have hats. Hot dogs. Do we do an ice cream cone? Drinks. Lemonade. Gotta have pizza, popcorn, pretzels. I like this style of restroom. And we'll leave it at that for now. We can always come back and pick out more options. Anyway. Around the outside, let's just place down some food stalls. We'll do pizza and what do we want? Hot dogs. And on this side, we'll place down some drink options. Standard drinks. We have much else for drinks. Where's that lemonade stall? Where are you at? And then we'll go snacks, popcorn, ice cream. Feel like no, we're good. Let's hide those windows. Let's go bench, bench, put some here and on these corners. Let's do these corners here, here. We'll do litter bins in front of each stall. Okay. And then for the bathrooms, feel like one here, just kind of give it that symmetrical look. I could say one can be men's, one can be women's, but I think they got both signs on them. I'll let the guests figure that one out. Alright. I feel like that's a good lead-in. Plenty of places to sit, stuff to eat and drink. I thought I seen litter on the ground, but it probably is a good time to start hiring handymen. Let's go all out since we don't have any money to worry about. I'm gonna start out with 50 of them. Don't need nearly as many mechanics. And I mean, if we really want, we could just set it so that rides don't break down, but I need a little realism here. Now, I mean, the handymen are going to be all over at first, but they'll spread out as we start filling more of this plot. Anyway, the merry-go-round. We want to build a structure. We got walls. Or do we want to go for a different theme? What do we have for themes? We can only have 19 different themes, but I don't think this mixes with shops and rides. So I forget what's in there, but we'll go with that. Again, we might try to avoid the expansions because they look so out of place sometimes. But we might dip into them as needed. I always love the pagoda theming. Mine, medieval, Martian, Jurassic, maybe. Your Egyptian, creepy, Roman, abstract. Are we at 19 now? What else? We could want space. Spooky. And the Wild West. Let's get rid of that. I have a feeling we're going to need those eventually. And the benches. Yeah, I suppose we could add lamps. That would be... Alright. Oh, let's see. In between trees, right here is going to be a thing. We're going to have to remove some benches. Yeah, right in front of the restroom. Now, I forget, doesn't this OpenRCT2 also simulate night and day? I think I messed around with it once and it doesn't look too particularly good. We'll just leave that off for now. I'll put a few lights. Anyway, back to this. I feel like we want to go with just the regular walls. Put some of these with the arch around it. Let's see, is this the one without... That's a different color, though. Okay, see, that goes with this. This one looks a bit more noisy to that one. I like that one. Oops. That goes... Oh, you don't have an arch, though, do ya? I suppose if we're going with the arch, we'll need the regular wall without it. Alright, let's see. That'll just be... Let's do a window on the corners. I feel like we'll want white. Some more windows down. And then, what is it? Arch. Arch. And then that entrance. No, what if I did clearance checks off? Yeah, looks a little better. And again, yeah, if you haven't figured out, we are going to be using cheats a lot. Mainly just to do stuff like 0 clearance checks. So we can put stuff where it usually wouldn't let it to go. And later on in future streams, we might get creative with rides doing this too. I have ideas for like switchback roller coasters. And even go-karts that mimic Mario Kart. So be looking forward to that in future streams. For now, we're just probably going to be working on this main entrance area. How I want the roof to go. Like that. And the corners. Yeah, it looks fine. Let's just go around. I keep hitting the wrong key. Okay. And we go up one. Or let's see, because that'll be... I feel like we go up with these windows. Oh, where is that? Right there. So the control key is going to really make it a lot easier to build this. Let's see. Possible to change these now. Oh, we'll just go with this. We're already there. I would stop hitting that key. Control Z. I can't hit control. I can't hit Z while holding control. Alright. Is this the piece I'm looking for? Alright, we've got the inverse corner here. Is this the right way? Oh, it wasn't. windows, or I almost feel like this kind of wall would look nicer. Yeah, because then you kind of actually can see the ride inside there. We don't want to construct. Let's go around this side. Did I build that way up high? Okay, yeah, there is. Dang it. That's why you gotta be careful on this game. I like what we got going on here, but we were building it way too high. It was lined up to that, I thought. Alright. Let's try this again. Yeah, we should be fine there. Alright. Okay, now it looks a little better. Let's see, these the corner pieces I want then. Let's put these in all four corners. It on the inside there. There we go. Good ground. Use a base block, or yeah, let's just go with that on the inside. All I really gotta do is cover all the angles we could possibly see it from. Actually, I didn't think to do this when we started. Anyway, of course we're not going to see it, but we can at least see. I don't think it helps. Let's get rid of that. Okay, again, I'm not the best with scenery, but I do want to try making parts look a little nicer than they usually are. Anyway, let's go ahead. Get rid of the one at least. I want to call this the Grand Carousel. I need to look this up though. Let's see. Carousel. Alright. carousel. You can see it through here. Alright, I got the window open. Let's at least change. Match. Oh, it matches the rest of the build we made for it. Since this is all sloped, we can't really put grass or flowers down there. But we can cover it in trees. What would be a good type of tree? Kinda like this one. We're not gonna go for complete symmetry. Let's at least have one on the corner down here. And just kind of put them around the ride a little bit. And we can lay down some flower beds around the path near the ride. I feel like putting a sundial there would be kind of cool right next to the ride. Alright, that's the first ride down. I feel like putting another one over here, and if we go back to the object selector, we'll see that this game doesn't have a very big selection of rides. I mean, almost a third of them are just variations of the twist ride. So when it comes to other flat rides, there's not a lot. We'll just grab pretty much all of the main ones we're gonna want. Top spin, and one variation of twist. And we want one of them, or do we build a small roller coaster instead? Because like I said, the ride selection in this game isn't that great. But I feel like a swinging ship. Those usually go, so maybe towards the front. We'll just throw it in this direction right here. Go with an entrance exit. And we'll connect it up to the path. We're gonna go from right here. And from there, the ride path will go on this way. Want to try to avoid dead ends if we can, because that will make guests get lost. So let's give it a little snaky pattern. Test it. I like to get rid of the one. If we ever get name suggestions, we'll come back and do that. I open it. Oh, my handymen are lined up for it already. I think they've been doing a good job keeping the park clean so far. Alright, let's go. What kind of theming would we want to give this sort of ride? Plus, is this more RCT2 stuff? Yeah, like the shading is weird on these. Let's swap it out for a different theme. What was that one? creepy theming. I thought something was a little weird about it. We want the spooky theming. Do we want to go for a more haunted ship aesthetic here? There's a whole lot going on with this. I think we could roll with it. This is the kind of stuff we might want to think about putting around a haunted house, though. Well, we could definitely put a haunted house out this way. Build a little artificial mountain so it's on top of a hill. What are these gravestones? Oh, we'll get to that eventually here. Let's just put a little wall around it. Come out here. Alright, and right up against the building. Oh, so what do you look like? You know what, yeah, skull and crossbones would be more fitting for this sort of thing. Let's rename this. Oops, too many G's. Swinging ghost ship. And we want pirates. Can't really hear this one that well. There we go. And then do we have... See, I don't think there is a matching spooky theme for the station style. Like, it should be available for the theme we got. Not unless it doesn't appear if we add it in through the list like that. I feel like that looks a little better. There's a log cabin. The log cabin kind of fits the ghost pirate ship aesthetic. Let's throw down a few more trees. Kind of randomly. Oh. How do you rotate these? Is it just random, like which direction it is? Yeah, because the Z key is not rotating these. It seems like they just randomly pick an orientation, which is weird. Okay. We want to just take a few regular trees, since we cleared out all the pre-generated ones. That way it doesn't look too open. Just spam a few of these down. Alright. I feel like we want to keep on with this ghost aesthetic. So what if we pick a space back here? And how big is that? A little more. It's gonna be a substantial plot. We'll come in on an odd number. But is it 3x3 or is it like 4x4? I want to say it's 3x3. Do we not? Yeah, we gotta go pick it up real quick. Let's see. Object selection. We want haunted house. Okay, it's like it's a 3x3. And let's take the land up just a little more. Let's use the slope tool. That'll do. One haunted house. We'll throw the entrance and exit on the side so they're out of the way of the front. And let's turn clearance checks back on so we clear trees as we go. And we'll just wind this path down. Yeah, we'll just create a no entry sign for the exit. We don't want people coming back up the wrong way. And then we're gonna go over here. Let's not clear out the tree we just put down. And back up here. We're gonna come down. These trees not clear out. Yeah, we're just gonna probably, I didn't think that clearance checks did that. We'll just clear all the stuff out around the base of this thing. As I said, the clearance checks is cool, but you gotta be careful because then the land doesn't remove them, and then you got trees that are like half buried. And we'll add our own spooky trees anyway. But this is gonna come down and rejoin the path. And we're going to throw a no entry sign up before too many people get there. Turn back now. There we go. Anyway, let's open. We gotta test it. Also, what I like to do is we're gonna stick a balloon stand up here. Whenever we get, well, a lot of times I like to do when I get a ride that has a blocked exit, stick a balloon stand, pick a color. And then this is the only way they can get that balloon is by having rode this ride, because they can't come up this way. The only way is as they're leaving. And we'll do this to most roller coasters we build. So it's a cool way you see the balloons. That way you can kind of tell people have been to that ride. Anyway, let's go back up to that spooky theming. A wondrous selection of trees here. Let's go around the back side. Stick some more of these things down. Especially around the entrance here. Stick some of these along the path. And it'd be cool if this had more of a wall selection. This one doesn't look too bad. Kind of use this like fencing around the property. Take this up. We can do with the slope here, but we can turn on turn the clearance checks back off. Can I still can't sink that into the ground, huh? I just turn sandbox mode on entirely. I don't know what we can really do about slopes like that. Other than just end the fence right there. Think of something else anyway. Anyway, a part of this plan was to just do a little something like this. Just create something spooky looking for them to walk through. Put one on this side. Anyway. Oops. Yeah, let's put one right in the way. I suppose we can put some fences right around the top here where the slope is. And they can edge the property that way. That way unwanted trespassers will stay out. And let's just continue edging all the way around. There we go. Like adding another layer of fences here. And this is where we're going to slap down a gravestone. Which way is the proper way? I don't think it matters. We can scatter some of these up on the hill too. Okay. Mix a couple of these in as well. These white gravestones any different? Yeah. And this guy. Just seems out of place, really. Anyway, the haunted house, I think, area is looking good for now. We can always spruce it up with a few more trees. Let's get rid of a couple, because then you start seeing there in rows. And it doesn't look too good, really. Couple out back. And then we're just going to these jungle trees. We're just gonna cover it in some of the random foliage that surrounds. Kind of bring these up a little bit, and they can kind of blend in with the trees that are there. Oh, we'll fix some of the ones we lost from the mountain. Spam a few more of these around. And put a few around here since we lost a few there. Anyway, I think we're looking good. Time to also add a few benches. We don't want too many up that way though, since we want that to be a one-way path. Put some litter bins. And since our food eater area was over there, it might not be a bad idea to put something out this way. Let's just build this path around. And take a look at that. Oh, that is a tree or a bush or something. People are already coming out this way. No, it's gone now, whatever it was. Let's go back down. And I keep forgetting, let's turn clearance checks back off. We're just gonna loop this path back around. That way there's technically no dead ends. And we'll just build out from here. We'll go out this way, we'll go up this peninsula. We'll put something else out this way. Anyway, that's done for now. We are about 1 hour into the stream, and I think it's time we actually start building a roller coaster. Now, what we want to start with something small, maybe up in this area, like right here, over here. Or do we want to just go ahead and build one back in this area? I'm trying to think. I want to have like a beach area on the end of this peninsula. But I think we can definitely fit something right in here. Question is, what do we want to go with? Let's look. See what we got. Now, my thought is, maybe we do want to just start with something small like the junior coaster. Or we want to go with something like a corkscrew. I think a little compact coaster could do good to put something in there. I think for now, corkscrew's already in the list. We'll put it up here, and then we can build a station for it. I get a view here. I want to bunny hop through these woods a little bit. And let's turn testing on. How many cars do we got? Only 5. Make it a little longer. Plus, I can make that a little lower to the ground. How many we get here? 6. Let's not get rid of this part, though. I don't want to get rid of that part. How many do we have? Enable that. 6. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's go over here and then start deleting, shall we? Pick up a little bit of speed. Bunny hop a little bit over to here. And then start the lift over here. And how high we're going. Honestly, 25 works. We don't have access to, I thought this thing had banked slope turns, but apparently not. Anyway, let's just start without the steep stuff for now. We're gonna kind of make this like the beginner's inverting coaster. Maybe it's like the first thing they'll come across in the park, so we want them to get their legs for later. Anyway, let's do a tight turn here in the way. Right here. Nope. And we go the other way. There we go. Probably gonna need to come up and over. We like right over the lift. Alright. Let's go back this way. Come down. And how much speed do we have? Can I even fit the Cobra roll in here? Oh yeah, we got plenty of speed to do a Cobra roll. And we're gonna come back out of it. Let's go up and over. Corkscrew coaster's in the way. Up and over. That's what's in the way now. Trying to keep it in between these two areas, so let's just go back down. And corkscrew. Let's see, that's just in the way. I squeeze under, no. Well, the ground's in the way. If I dip it, we can squeeze under here. Let's just bring some of this land down. my corkscrew out of there? I doubt I'm gonna be able to. We don't have a lot of room to go there. Alright, we'll go this way then. A little high-speed section. We'll drop this down a little bit more so that supports generate, because I generally don't like to build the track right along the ground. It just looks weird. Okay. How high? That's up to 40 feet off the ground. Let's corkscrew. And then bring it up. And we should have just enough speed to come in and run right on the corner. Let's brake. Block brake. Put the entrance on this side, exits over here. And just 2 trains. Let's see what it does. A little slow through there. We might be able to just get rid of some of the bank turns. And it'll go a little quicker through there, and hopefully it won't wait on that so long when it's actively filling up with people. Anyway, it seemed like a good test. We're going to just take this down to here. And just come around over to here. And no entry. I knew you were gonna go that way. Okay. Stats are pretty decent. We're just shy of 6, but hopefully we get a little scenery action going on here. We get that right up over 6. Anyway, let's go over here and go down. And we're gonna take this right alongside this path. And hopefully connect it on this side. There we go. Let's open this and let's see if people can start getting on it. And we'll start working on building just a modest little station platform for it. We want to go with this block. I suppose we also want to start thinking about the color scheme. Okay. Yeah, let's start thinking about what color I want it, because it'll look in a brighter shade of red with white rails. Because honestly, its default color scheme doesn't look too bad. I like to do this though. Train 1, Train 2 will be nice and black. Nice slick black color. Yeah. Okay, then we'll figure that out when we start building. Can we just say like no entrance? Because then we'll just do they still walk on there, don't they? Yeah. The entrance is just invisible, so we'll just do a clearance check. I don't think there's a better way to do it that. No, what kind of wall should we go with? 'Cause I feel like that wouldn't look too good. We got these half-size walls. Right there. So let's turn. Oh, let's just leave off. We're gonna want full size on the corners where the station will be. Or where the corner of the platform is. But do these, they leave a gap there, so they gotta go on the edge like that. Okay. How would this look? Yeah, it would be a safety hazard, but it could work. Yeah, let's keep it to the same wall type. Let's go around. And slap these down. Alright. Where do we want? I feel like these on the ends here. So they're not one that matches that style though. Okay, well, let's go with that then. Where are my full heights? Let's fix some of that. That way it's got no edge like this does. Sure, these are on the inside. Okay. Now I think we're just gonna go with these. On the sides. And I can actually cover that up like that one there. Alright. And like I said, I think that works. That kind of hides that different texture they got. Ooh, does that... Yeah, it's not showing on the same side. So is that... Would it work on that? Nope. Doesn't look like it's gonna work on the ends, but works otherwise. Anyway, let's stick a roof on it. We'll go with this silver one here. Same for this side. Now, if I put this here, will the door actually open up? They're not one with the door just open. Now, the door's not going to open, but I mean, it looks better than there just being a big open hole there. We'll put one on that side as well. And then down the middle. We'll go with this. And then yeah, half height wall works there. And on top of that, the full height wall. Let's see if we can make it look a little more interesting. Anyway, move that so I can see what I'm doing. Now full height. See, looks fine. Leave the path open like that. Although it looks probably better with that. There we go. That way they don't have to duck their heads when they go under. And possibly up here as well. And here. Okay. Let's see, you're still hitting the top. Everybody on this thing? Ooh, what's going on now? You were doing fine. too intense for these people. Really that intense? Oh, some people are riding it. Also, let me do something with this path here. And we're gonna probably have a couple people go up the exit. Get rid of that. And then extend that to there. See if people are coming on that path, they'll want to keep going straight. They have a higher chance that they're gonna go in. Some people are getting on, but not as many as I would hope. Also, we're gonna increase the wait time just a bit to see if we can avoid sitting on the end of the lift like that. It's always something I try to avoid when I make coasters, but it's hard to do. Especially when there's no mid-course block runs. Alright, it's departing now. They're going through the Cobra Roll. I mean, what's really intense about this coaster? It doesn't go that fast. I think it's just in the coaster type. Okay. Oh, just too much. Let's go 20 seconds. That way, maybe it will wait for a few more people. The minute it goes through that corkscrew nice and slow. The tidiest park in the country. Yeah, I think it still stopped. Not much I can really do about it. Anyway. Balloons. I think this one's gonna be red. Let's wait until everybody has cleared away. And red balloons. Alright, so for a name for this thing, nothing really to do with RCT1, but I thought the name kind of sounded good for this, Corkscrew Follies. It's got one Cobra Roll and one corkscrew, but it's a pretty simple one, albeit if it's too intense for some people, but it's got that 6 excitement rating now, which is good. We don't have harder guest generation on, but it's nice to have it. Anyway, it's looking a little bare around this. One thing we can do to sprucing up this is slap a sign on it. That way people know what they're lining up for. We want to cover... Yeah. I think that looks nice because now it's held up by the supports of the signs themselves. And people will still not enter here because the sign is still a no entry sign even though it's covered up. Ooh, somebody got sick on the ride. That brings up another good point. First aid stations, and it's probably time to start bidding in more more bathrooms in the area. Because our only eatery area is way down there. I feel like up here isn't a bad spot. There goes a balloon. We're not going to include everything here, though. We are going to go with some fries. Funnel cake sounds good. And the candy apple stall. As well as some drinks. Then, oops. Let's add a bathroom over here. Let's get some benches. Corners are nice places to put those. Put some litter bins. And let's just go around. I don't wanna. Nobody really wants to sit there. Throw away your paper towels if you haven't already. Let's go around and just spam benches and the occasional litter bin and park lights. So we haven't done that in a while. That way people have a place to sit. I think that looks good. I'm gonna kind of place these a little sparse. The path might be a little dark, but I guess we'll generally know where they're going. I feel like we need to put some in this general area. Sorry, guys. I don't think it looks a little weird to be sitting right in front of the stall as well. We're not going to put any on the inside of the building. It's assumed there's light inside of there. Okay. We got the first aid room for those getting off the ride. Now we generally want to fence this off. Is a chain link fence just a regular chain link fence? Yeah, here we go, the nice fences. Just fence off the area. I think right up to that fence will do. Also over here, I want to connect. Oh, wait, where are you at? You were back under. This. We were technically a wall. Yeah, I feel like just doing something like that where we have fence going around through here. And then the rest of this is already kind of fenced off by this path. And so we'll just leave it at that. Okay, how are we doing? Another half hour. Let's see, what we want to do. pretty good so far. Generally, I kind of want to push this way now. If that roller coaster wasn't enough, I kind of want to put just a really small one right in this area. Let's clear away some trees for this. Now we want to make it a wooden coaster or even go a little old school with a side friction. I think I have a good idea. We'll go with a wooden coaster here. Again, we'll start here. We're going to just make it a really small station. And we'll come around and go to a lift. Oh, are we centered? How much speed do we got to do that? Is that enough? We need to go a little faster. We need to go quite a bit faster. We're gonna clear away some of these trees that are right in the way. We're not gonna do that though. Try to line it up to the merry-go-round. But we're gonna just create a little wooden looping coaster, just a small train. Still not enough. Let we go. And let's make sure clearance checks are off. So we'll demolish trees. Let's take it this way. Still not enough speed, huh? This is getting a lot up there. Let's just do something like this where we come up front then. There, it finally made it. I'm able to put block brakes right here. generally make our way back to the station. Oh, good idea. We want to do a double station setup here. Let's go back a little bit so we have enough height to clear around here. Block break. Station. Oh, we're up too high still. Oh, we're gonna have room to do that then. Let's just do it this way. Break. Blocks. Entrance, exit. When do we get 3 of these? Yeah, getting a track to go through the loop would be interesting, but at the same time, it would be a little hard to maneuver that since the station's right there. Anyway, we'll come down, do a little pre-drop. Give a loop. Hit the block so the one up there don't wait too long. And then come down to hit the station. Okay, we get through that without waiting one bit. Also, do this right after the loop. But let's add photo section right before the block. I think that should be good enough. Can't see what we're doing. Just come down a simple path under the track, lead out to there, and the sign stops people from going back. And we're going to do something similar on this side. The station, or the path for the entrance here. Go around, let's, right there. We can't go there, but we can go right through there. Come out the other side of the bathroom. I might move that because I don't really like the bathroom being right in the way there. Let's close and move you just down right there then. Like this one, we kind of keep the station platform a little simple. Also these colors. I like the idea of white and I don't know about blue, though. That just seems a little too monochrome, but... See, most coasters... that part... Most coasters are going to be like a brown color. Or the saturated, it's a little too dark. Well, let's say it was like the shade of birch. And then the loop. Honestly... that white seems a little... yeah, there we go. I think that looks fine. Vehicle colors. We'll do primary colors. And then see on this, just keep it simple. I have like a slanted roof. A jungle setting looks nice. Let's do clearance checks off. And then just keeping it simple. On the one side, it'd be nice to have like a single pole that holds up the other, but it would be in the way of the entrance exit if we did a wall right there. And then if I were to change its own theming to match the cabin, it's gonna put its own roof down, and I really don't want that. And I say the plain entrances look fine. Alright, we're not running yet. Let's see, people are too afraid. Again, it's a 7 intensity. We're really going to have to put a kiddie ride that's less intense then. People don't seem to like this. I think this looks fine. It's like an old style Wild Mouse with a loop in it. And by the time that gets to the top, that leaves, that's already cleared the block. So nobody has to wait. Something. Oop. We're just gonna call it a simple loop the loop. And people seem to be lining up for it, which is always a good sign. Speaking of good signs, let's put one up. Ooh. Yeah, let's see if we can't fix that. The pre-designed sign don't look so good. Can I put a space in? Yeah, it'll have to do. I'm gonna put a sign here since the entrance and exit aren't right next to each other. We could always fix that if we wanted. Comes to scenery beyond the station. I just say we go for some of the tall trees here. Well, we can always put those, let's do that. These things, supports. A wooden coaster, they look pretty good. Yeah, see, that's gonna be just too tall. We'll put them down. A couple around this side. Let's get rid of the trees inside the supports. That always looks weird. Double high and figure out the turn here. Alright, what is this? Up to there. Oh, okay. And then just a few more over here. Around that side. I got clearance off still. Do something like that. That's in the way. I thought maybe something was a little funny there. Yeah, but now they don't look like they're actually supporting it too well. I suppose we've got this. I mean, it's not the worst thing if we go down one more. They don't look too bad. Repaint you. And then try to line it up. Because, yeah, you can see this game is hard to line stuff up properly. That clips into the ground. It's totally weird from the right angle. Oops, that's not facing the right way. How does that? Way away. Honestly, it's probably the best it's gonna look. Yeah, that's what I thought. That looks better than nothing, really. If we can do anything about that. Nope, it's just gonna be there. I don't know if there's anything to do about that. But for now, if we come up with a better way to hide that, we'll try it out. Anyway, I feel like we can cut right through this part later to expand out. But when it comes to just a little kitty coaster, I feel like we can just stick something in right here. Let's take her up. Yeah, let's not go that high. It's a kitty coaster after all. Let's put her on test. Way. And a little bit of height. And there we go, that looks good. And we might dip that down just a little bit since we're right at the ground level. That way we get some supports and it looks a little neater. Have to come up a little bit there. Not enough to clear it. I'm trying to think of a way to make this interesting. The outside bank. And then I think we're lined up. Just come on down. And then just break blocks. And we'll just put both on this side. Let's keep this right up here. Also, I did have clearance. I always forget to take clearance checks off. Let's get rid of potentially in the way trees. Yeah, one might be too close. That might be why it let me do some of those really close passes there. I wasn't sure I had enough clearance. Well, we'll go with it. Oh, the block. Yeah, it's gotta be in the station completely to clear it. And since it's an incredibly small lift, what I might do is just put another one right here. Since it's already going pretty slow. That way we can avoid this, hopefully, but then again, it might just do it over here. What kind of ratings did that get? Not bad. At least the intensity is a lower number for some people to, oops, got rid of his bench. And another no entry. Well, for this, we embrace the ladybug scheme here. Gotta have a red one. Let's just do it. Let's throw just a couple lifts here and here. We don't need them, but they will add as extra blocks. And of course, we're going to keep this down to just 2. That way, there's a few extra blocks so that the train hopefully doesn't stop and wait everywhere. Because the one's gonna be in the station most of the time. And see, that's just gonna let it pass there. Now it's probably gonna stop right there. Yeah. Okay. Now hopefully when we let it go, it won't have to wait too long at any of these places. Let's give it a simple little name for kids. This one, honestly, I think this one would just look best with a simple little canvas tent. And I got a great one with this. I don't have it in the list, but go to scenery. Let's get rid of. I don't see us using jungle. And what is it? Wonderland theming. Let's clear away some of these boring trees. And maybe, oops, not that window. pop down a few mushrooms instead. Let's go for the short ones. And let's, yeah, clearance checks are off. These candy trees. And where is... is that the one I wanted, or was there I don't know, Wonderland had its own or not. No, I like this song, but not for this ride. We'll leave it at that. Alright. Oh, hello. Anyway, glad you made it, but unfortunately this is about the end of this stream. I know I didn't really have too many, if any, viewers most of the time, but I will upload this to YouTube, and hopefully some more people will get to see this here. And again, we'll continue working on this park, so I think in the future, going forward, we're just going to do a little stream like this where we just add to this park. Maybe come back and check on some of these rides, improve them a little bit. Try to figure out a better way to avoid this little mishap there. If I get rid of this piece, it's going to be too short, but this just phases into the ground. It doesn't look particularly good, so we'll maybe work on that in a future stream. But so far, it's not a bad start to this. We got all this land. I do have some plans for different areas. I definitely want to make an ice area and a mountain with a roller coaster that runs through it. So definitely look forward to that. But again, this has been Sora Plays RCT2. We'll save the game, and we'll see you in the next stream. Looks like we got that tidiest park. All our janitors sure are doing their job. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you next time.